Did Taekook make HYBE panic? Why? The universe has just witnessed the boldest proof of love from BTS's V, who openly flaunted his midnight date with his lover Jungkook on Sonnenstrasse in Munich, Germany. Through a 15-second intimate video he uploaded, V no longer hides the true status of their relationship as his camera continuously locks onto Jungkook's figure with deep affection beneath the dim city lights. This daring post instantly tore down the boundaries of ordinary friendship, triggering panic at the agency BIGHIT Music, which immediately went completely silent, while simultaneously confirming global speculation that the two biggest stars in the world are indeed entangled in a very profound romantic relationship. Hello Army and everyone who just joined. Hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Let's jump straight into today's video topic. Welcome back to K-pop chemistry. BTS V's latest post in Munich, Germany, has sparked an unprecedented wave of speculation among netizens and global fans after his time spent with Jungkook was revealed to the public. The video, which shows V recording Jungkook walking along Sonnenstrasse late at night, is considered to have an unusually romantic and highly intimate atmosphere for anyone who watches it. Many speculate that the two are enjoying private time that goes beyond a mere relationship between groupmates, but rather a sweet date intentionally captured amidst the silence of the old city. When contacted by the media this morning, a representative from BIGHIT Music gave a brief response that only invited greater questions from the curious public. The agency stated that they cannot confirm matters relating to their artists' private lives outside of their officially designated schedules. This vague response from the agency has only fueled public curiosity, making the rumors circulating on social media grow even wilder and more uncontrollable. Some entertainment industry observers believe that the video was intentionally uploaded as a form of subtle honesty to fans regarding the true status of their relationship. The short recording shows how V's camera lens never strays from Jungkook, who is walking casually ahead of him. The gestures and implied glances in the video suggest they are a couple enjoying time together rather than just close friends. The warmth radiating from that night's interaction shows another side of these two major idols that is rarely exposed in front of official cameras. The cold city of Munich seemed to stand as a silent witness to how the romance between the two is so closely intertwined regardless of their status as global stars. Sonnenstrasse, usually filled with the hustle and bustle of tourists, turned into the perfect backdrop for that private, affectionate moment. For many who analyzed the video in detail, Jungkook's body language upon realizing he was being recorded showed incredible comfort. The slight smile he directed toward V's camera was no ordinary smile for a friend, but a meaningful look reserved only for someone precious in his life. Every footstep heard in the silence of the night reinforced that there is a very deep emotional bond between the two of them. This post immediately broke interaction records across various digital platforms within minutes of the first sharing it. Millions of fans from all over the world instantly recognized that the atmosphere created in the video was deeply personal and not fabricated merely for content. Speculation about their romantic relationship, which had long been whispered about in limited circles, has suddenly surfaced with evidence that is difficult to dispute. Although the agency chose to play it safe by remaining silent, the public viewed the response as an indirect confirmation. If the relationship were just a professional friendship between groupmates, the agency would typically issue a swift, firm denial to protect their artist's image. However, the silence and the agency's reluctance to provide a detailed clarification only strengthen the suspicion that a special relationship is being shielded from the industry's sharp spotlight. Netizen sentiment itself is split into several contrasting viewpoints, though most feel the same romantic vibe. Many feel touched by V's bravery in sharing such a precious, love-filled moment in a public sphere full of judgment. They view this act as a subtle way for both of them to show the world the happiness they are sharing. On the other hand, some media observers judge that uploading a dating-like video in the middle of the night is a highly daring and high-risk move for their global careers. Given BTS's position as global pop icons, their every personal move will always be public fodder and the subject of deep analysis by millions of eyes. However, for V and Jungkook, that night seemed to be solely about the two of them and the beauty of Munich they were exploring together. Small details in the video, such as the way V focused the camera on the jacket Jungkook was wearing, have become endless topics of discussion. Some fans even noted that the atmosphere that night felt incredibly peaceful, as if time had stopped specifically to give this couple their own space. The silence of Sonnenstrasse only amplified the emotional message intended through the video, which lacked any background music. Not a few have also begun to link this trip to Germany with various moments of togetherness in their past that often appeared highly intimate. A relationship that some initially regarded as typical closeness between members is now being viewed from an entirely new perspective as a mature romance. Every past interaction is now being re-examined by the public to search for hidden clues that might have been overlooked. The impact of this post is also beginning to affect company stock and the way international media frames news about the private lives of BTS members. South Korea's entertainment industry, famous for strictly guarding the privacy of romantic relationships, is now forced to confront the reality that the dynamics of its artists' relationships have changed. V and Jungkook seem to be redefining how idols navigate their personal lives under the shadow of massive popularity. Their presence in Germany was actually for a busy schedule. Yet, they still made time in the middle of the night to walk together. This shows how crucial their quality time is to keeping their relationship harmonious amidst immense work pressure. This midnight date in Munich serves as tangible proof that their love continues to thrive despite an exhausting global schedule. The response from the international fan community has also been massive, with many offering their full support for this romantic relationship. They argue that as adults, V and Jungkook have every right to love whomever they choose and live happily by their own heart's desires. The outpouring of moral support on social media indicates a shift in fan paradigm, which now places a higher priority on the actual happiness of their idols. Meanwhile, discussions on various domestic online forums continue to swirl with an intensity that has not waned since the video first went viral. Many praise how V was able to capture Jungkook's beauty in a highly aesthetic yet deeply warm manner. Every frame in the video is judged to radiate a profound sense of belonging and affection from a lover admiring their partner. Up to the time of this reporting, the video post on Sonnenstrasse continues to garner millions of views and remains a major topic of discussion worldwide. The public seems unlikely to stop talking about this romantic moment until there is a clearer statement or a subsequent moment of togetherness is revealed. One thing is certain: that night in Munich has become a highly emotional new chapter in the narrative of V and Jungkook's relationship. Ultimately, the Midnight Stroll video will be remembered as one of the most iconic and daring moments in modern pop culture history. The romance beautifully captured beneath the German city lights has proven that genuine feelings cannot be hidden from the world's gaze forever. The public can now only wait to see what lies ahead for the love story of these two major stars, who seemingly no longer hesitate to share their happiness. This viral moment has undoubtedly opened up a broader conversation about boundaries, privacy, and the evolving nature of the relationship between global idols and their supporters. As the digital landscape continues to buzz with endless theories and emotional breakdowns of the footage, the true narrative remains securely within the private domain of V and Jungkook. This shift in how fans perceive these personal glimpses reflects a deeper, more empathetic understanding of the human beings behind the massive stage personas. With various perspectives clashing across online platforms, public discourse is now shifting from mere speculation to a larger debate on idol autonomy. While some view this midnight walk as a monumental step toward open authenticity, others remain analytical about its long-term implications within the highly conservative entertainment industry. Regardless of where you stand, the global impact of this single upload is undeniable, signaling a potential turning point in modern pop culture history. Now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this unprecedented moment in Munich? And how do you interpret the agency's reserved stance on the matter? Do you see this as a brave declaration of happiness? Or do you think the public is reading too much into a quiet moment between close friends? Share your perspective, theories, and supportive thoughts in the comments section below, and join the global conversation. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts. Keep it up here.